Hey there, Facebook. Hope you guys are doing all really super well today. Welcome to Coffee with Jarrod today. I don't have my coffee with me at the moment. However, let's get stuck into it today. As you guys are jumping on, what I want you to do is I want you to share the stream. More people need to hear this information that we're going to be going through today because we're talking about three things. We're talking about three things that you must understand, you must do in order to grow your business. That's what we're talking about. Three things that you must know, must do in order to scale your business and take it to the next level. So as you guys are tuning in, what I want you to do is share the stream. More people have got to hear this information. And also, second to that, what I want you guys to do is tag a friend. Start a watch party, share it, let more people hear it. And what I'm gonna do is if you guys do work out or say one thing that I'm talking about today, there's 5-night stay in Bali or Thailand up for grabs today. So as you guys are tuning in, also just let me know that you're here live and we're gonna get stuck into the content very shortly to show you guys three things that you must do today and you must understand you must do in order to take your business to a whole new level. And really, if you look at it over the last, well, call it 2 months now, practically. The last 2 months, we've been live every single day. As of now, tomorrow, I'm not going to be going live on Sundays, okay? So Sundays is going to be my non-live day, but every other day we're going to continue live 12 o'clock every day. And every day, these whole live streams, everything that we talk about, everything that we do on all of these live streams every single day is to motivate you, inspire you, help you to take more action, and give you the things that you must do in order to grow and take things to the next level. And today, specifically, we're going to be talking about the three main things today that you guys must do in order to grow, scale, take things to the next level as well. So as you guys are tuning in, let me know where you're from. We're talking three things today. Three things that you must do in order to take your business to the next level. And a lot of people, this is what I'm finding, right? Everybody likes the idea of being able to grow your business. They love the idea, the concept. However, are not willing to do what it takes in order to be successful, right? In the time that we're in right now, it takes more work. It takes more sacrifice. It takes more phone calls than usual, right? There's systems that break and things that worked before aren't working right now as well. So what does that mean? You can choose to have the excuses or you can choose to take a different point of action, which is more action in order to get more results, right? So what we're talking about today, we're talking three things that you must do in order to up-level yourself and take things to a whole new level. A lot of people are going to be looking at this right now. They're going to be looking at, reopening, right, their business, restarting again, okay? And for a lot of you that are looking to do that, this is like super valuable training for you guys today because this is the type of stuff that you must know, do, and understand in order to be successful, in order to take things to a whole new level. And that's what it's about. Every single day when we're going live, we want to give you actionable things you can do, take away, and you can implement to get a different result. And that's what it's about. You could always continue doing the same thing that you've always done, and you can continue every single day getting the exact same result, or you can do something differently that's going to be able to help you up level what it is that you're doing right now. So if you are in a stage where you are looking to reopen, now is the time to actually start doing things differently. So if you can guess what we're going to be talking about today, it is it's actually, no, I say it's 5-night stay in Bali or Thailand, but I looked at the vouchers just last night that I got a few extra ones of. It's actually 7 nights in Bali, 7 nights in Thailand, so it's even better. Extra surprise for some of you that have already had access to that. So we're talking three things to be able to up level and take your business to a whole new level. Things that you must do, must understand, and must implement. And I say must because it's not something that you're gonna do or that you should have done or you would have done or you want to do. It's something that you must do every single day. And the first thing that you must do is you must upgrade your skills, right? You have got to be, you must be every single day looking at and upgrading your skills, upgrading your mindset, upgrading everything that you do around your business. If you are completely blasé about a subject, I don't understand it, everyone's like that when they first start. And the gunners are the types of people that are gonna learn it but never do, right? The gunners get nowhere. The people that upgrade their skills every single day, and I'm not saying listen to 10 million different points of opinion and 10 million different types of people. We're talking hone the skills in with somebody who knows what it is that they're doing. So every single day you must be up-leveling yourself around sales, right? Sharpening the saw. Upgrading your skills, speaking to people. You must know how to have a conversation with someone. You must know how to close. You must know how to speak to someone, how to communicate at different levels. You got to upgrade your sales skills. Upgrade your marketing skills. Make sure that you understand it, how it works, what the systems are that you must have in place for your business, how to write copy, how to create landing pages, how to create offers that convert into customers, right? How to convert customers from leads to sales, how to do it via email, how to do it via text message, how to do it over a phone conversation, how to take someone from a text message or an email conversation to a conversation over the phone. How to do this. Upgrade your skills. Now, this is stuff that you must be doing every single day. The finances in your business is another thing that you must understand how to do. You must understand what a profit and loss statement is. You must understand what depreciation is and what that does for your taxable income. You must understand what gross revenue is. You must understand what your profitability is. And you must be looking at this monthly, every single month. Every single month I get an email from my accountant. I look through it all. I look at the depreciation schedule. I look at what the advertising costs were. I look at what the software expenses were, the raw hard costs of the business. I look at the revenue and I look at the profit line, right? And I understand it all because I have been in finance for many, many years, and I've understood from a finance perspective what is a add back for a bank and what is not an add back for a bank, right? What they look at when they look to get a loan. When you look to get a loan, what do the banks look for? How do they look at their risk assessments? All this type of stuff, right? I understand all of this from my background, but I also understand, I never understood it at one stage. There was one stage that I did not know what a profit and loss statement was. There was one stage where I didn't know what a depreciation schedule was. There is a time where I didn't understand what gross revenue is compared to net profit, right? There was times where I didn't understand this. However, I made a commitment that I must understand it. I also said at one stage, 13 years ago, I did not understand how to conduct a sales conversation. In fact, I was the worst salesperson ever 13 years ago. I couldn't even close a rusty barn door. I could not even close a rusty barn door. I couldn't even close a well-oiled and greased door, right? I could not do that. But 13 years, I learnt things. I practiced the craft. And I still continue to do it every single day. I am always sharpening the saw, always working on new things to be able to up-level my skills. So that's because I understand the benefit of sharpening those skills and what it does. Not only for me as a person, but also for my clients, so I'm practicing what I preach every single day. So all of you, number one, you must be upgrading your skills every single day. And by the way, you can upgrade your skills in the 300 Mastermind for only $7 a week. Okay? $7 a week gives you a way to up-level all of your skills. You get access to all my strategies for $7 a week. You even get a free trial to that as well. And this is the thing. People must invest into themselves, into coaching, into mentoring to be able to up-level those skills. And every single week we are spending money on coaching and people to be able to up-level our skills. Because if we can be better, then naturally our clients can be better too. Upgrading mindset, having mind shifts, having breakthroughs, looking at new ways to be able to up-level ourselves, our skills, so we can become better. And this is exactly what you guys must be doing too, is up-leveling your skill set, up-leveling the way that you do things, and up-leveling yourself in the ability around your finances, your money, your business, your strategy, your marketing, your sales, your everything. Understanding all of it, you must be able to upgrade your skills and work on this every single day. That's number one. You must be working on your skills. Number two, you must be focusing not on sales results, but sales processes. Okay? With the process comes the result. Focus on the process and going through the process, and the results will come. Focus on sales processes. Sales processes are predictable. They create results. They get a predictable result every single time, no matter how many. Numbers don't lie. If you have 10 conversations every single week, a process will turn 3 of those minimum into sales. A process will turn 5 of those minimum into sales, and it's something that you work on. It's a skill. It's something that you continue to do every single day in your business. Focus on the process. The process gets the results, not the everything else that look like. Focusing on the numbers and everything is really important, yes. However, you must focus on the process to get towards the numbers. Focus on the process, the volume of calls being made. How many of those calls are turning into appointments? How many of those appointments are turning into sales, right? Focus on that process and getting people through that process from your online marketing, right? And from any other system that you have in place as well. Whether you have referral systems in place, whether you have affiliate systems in place, whether you have white label processes in place, no matter what your process is to bring leads in, you must focus on the process of the sale. How do you bring a client or a new potential client through that process? How do you bring them in from your online marketing? What do you do? How do you do that, right? That is exactly what you do, right? Then the only other thing, number 3, you want to be focusing on your cost per acquisition of a client, right? So you want to be focusing on what is the physical cost. It's costing me to acquire one client. What is it costing me? Is it 200? Is it 300? Is it 500? Is it 1,000, right? What is the cost for me to be able to acquire one client? And the cost isn't, I've got all these expenses, I've got all these people that I'm bringing on board to do all this for me, all this, other stuff, right? The investment into a mentor or someone like that, that all is counted into the business's overall results on the profit loss sheets, etc. However, what it is, it's like if I'm spending $50 a day or $100 a day on marketing, what is it costing me to be able to acquire one person from that? Then your only other thing you want to understand over and above this is, what is my lifetime value of a client? 2 figures. Acquisition, lifetime value. If the lifetime value is $10,000 for you as a business, right? And that's great. That's all good and great. If it's $10,000, how much does it cost you to acquire one person? If it's $500 to acquire one client, and that one client, based on trends in your business, is $10,000 lifetime value, how many times can you spend $500 to acquire one $10,000 client? How often can you spend, in the comments, how often can you spend $500 to make $10,000? How often can you spend that? Can you spend it every month? Can you spend it every week? Every fortnight? Can you even spend that every day? 500 to make 10,000. How often can you spend that 500 to make $10,000? The answer is as often as you would like to spend it. Once again, you must have these figures in your mind, and you must have these figures for your business, right? If you don't have it, then you need to go to somebody who can help you produce those figures. So it's not only this, it's like if your business, right, let's say for example, on another level, it cost you $1,500 to acquire one $10,000 client. How often can you spend $1,500 to acquire one $10,000 client? How often can you spend $1,500? Quite often, right? You could spend $1,500 to acquire one $10,000 client every month. You could do it every fortnight. You could do it every week. You could do it every day. You could do it every hour. However, each part of it, the less time frame it is in between all of it, is just resources. More people on the phone, more admin, general manager, operations manager, CEO, CFO, more salespeople, more appointment bookers to be able to handle the volume. Everything turns into a big game. It turns into a way of getting the resources in place, acting fast, and you can do all of this. We'll go another level. If you were to spend $3,000 to acquire one $10,000 client, how often could you do that? Could you do it every month? Could you do it every fortnight? Could you do it every week? Could you do it every day? Could you do it every hour? Yeah, you could. Once again, am I saying that you're going to spend $3,000 to acquire one client? No, I'm not saying that. However, if it is at $3,000, there is many ways you can get that down to $500 or less. Many ways. And a lot of that is increasing and working on number one, which I told you is your skills. Working on your sales skills. How to close. How to follow up. How to continue to create a relationship with a client. How to re-engage a client when you hadn't spoken to them in a while. What to say on the phone. How to say things better. Getting someone to listen to your calls. Getting someone to go over your calls. Getting someone to re-script your process. Getting someone to train you in the art of selling. And you'll see 3,000 go down to 500 and even down to a couple of $100, even right down to someone in our 300 mastermind that is costing him $30 to acquire one client at $2,000. Average sale. And still working on ones worth $8,000. Still working on other ones at probably less than that as well. I didn't continue further the conversation on that yet. However, this is exactly what's possible should you put your mind to it. So number one, it's about you must upgrade your skills around marketing, sales, money, finances for your business, business structure, strategy, upgrading your skills on branding, how to acquire a client via Facebook, right? There was a time I didn't know how to do this either. There was a time I didn't know how to sell. There was a time that I didn't understand anything to do with profit and loss. There was a time where I didn't understand anything to do with business. There was a time that I didn't understand anything about anything when I was born. However, you upgrade your skills, you learn, you take that knowledge, you implement that knowledge, you do it every single day, and you'll continue to see the growth. And that was number one, is your skills. Number two was you've got to understand that you must focus on the sales process. The process of what it takes to be able to bring a sale in. So the process that a client goes through, a streamlined sales process. Focus on the process. The process gets you the results, okay? The process gets you a predictable result as well, by the way. It's the scripting, it's the systems, it's the stuff that talks in the background that you must have in place in order to be successful. Focus on the sales process. Number 3 is you must be focusing on the cost per acquisition. What does it physically cost me to acquire one client every single month, every single day, every single week, whatever that is? What is that physical cost from marketing to be able to acquire one client? What is the lifetime value of that client? And then you're working out your return on your investment. Okay? This is specifically what you do every single day. It's these 3 things. If you just do the first one, that is already putting you ahead of the rest. You must understand marketing. You must understand funnels. You must understand how to write copy. You must understand the process still. Okay? So get someone who can teach you and the best thing I find is just getting a system from someone. And I've seen some people say that systems don't, getting a system, there's no system. There is a system that you can get to put in place, yet you've still got to upgrade your skills, okay? You still got to upgrade your skills as a marketer. You still got to upgrade your skills as a salesperson and all these aspects. You still must understand the cost per acquisition, what your lifetime value is of a client. All these types of things you must still understand. There's a system you can get. You can put the system in place and then you can work on the skills necessary to scale it, grow it, take it to the next level. And that's exactly what you got to do every single day in order to grow and experience growth. Upgrade your skills. Focus on the sales process and know what your cost per acquisition is. If you don't know what it is, you just reach out to someone that can show you how to do that. And then secondly, you must understand your lifetime spend of a client. However, in the early stages, you might not understand that. It's okay, but you can get some guidelines around it all as well. And this is what is necessary to grow. It's not the excuses. It's not the gonna do this. It's not the I haven't got resources. It's not I haven't got the money or whatever the stories are. It's none of that. Because, not having the money is a lack of resourcefulness. You're not being resourceful. Find a way to make it happen. Beg, borrow, steal. Do whatever you need to do. Because I tell you this right now. If a family member, if somebody came in and with a gun, and they put a gun to a family member's head, and they said to you, if you do not produce this in 24 to 48 hours, right? If you do not do this in 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to pull the trigger. Every single one of you would find the resources in order to do it. Why? Because you're put under pressure. Not only are you put under pressure, but you are also given a time frame to do something and some accountability and some very high accountability should this not happen. Should this not happen, you are going to lose a family member. If that was to happen for any single one of you, I know every single person on the whole entire planet would find a way. Borrow, beg, steal, find the money, get it from somewhere, from a bank, anywhere. You would do it. Pressure is the thing that produces diamonds. Fight for your freedom. Fight for a result. And the consequences in that case, if you do not get that, is very high. And people do not treat their life like this. Hence the reason they stay where they are and continue to always get the same results. Because they do not hold themselves to the fire, they let the fear take over and keep them where they are. And if any of you have questions about this as well, you can ask those questions, because each one of my lives I will answer questions for you all as well. So it's about understanding these 3 things and doing these 3 things every day. You must practice what you preach. You must do what you say you will do, and you must follow through with what you say that you will follow through with. Otherwise, you fall into the gonna category, which is the person that's gonna do everything. That is all talk and no do. Doing is what will get you there. Been messaging him, asking him where was, figures he was on a call or something, but Out of power, gone now for 10 times in the morning. Have affected by internet. Weird. Even my phone showed him on now. Okay. Well, you found me now, so it's all good. Who's gonna say gunner? Well, the gunners say gunner, and you can tell who the gunners are. I've had enough conversations with people on phones now to know whether they are a gunner or whether they're a hoper or whether they are somebody who is really serious. The people that are serious follow through with what they do. The people that say, I'll call you back, never call you back. They are gunners, right? They are in fear, they are being controlled by fear, and they are gonna do something. And the gunners will always be in the same spot 3-6 months' time because they're paralyzed by fear, they are unresourceful, and they are a gunner. Gonna do things, right? Yes, I'll do it. And they don't follow through. The people that say, I'll call you back, don't call you back, right? They don't. There's probably 1 in about 20 that do. Actually, it's probably even higher, 1 in 100. Because you get 10K, 500. Yeah, 100%. Over and over again. Yes, you can do it over and over again. Welcome to the call, Cherry. Welcome, Serena. Welcome, Adam. Welcome, Mum. Welcome, Mo. Welcome, Beck. Hope you're all doing fantastically. Share this out. Share it to more people. Let more people hear this stream because they need to hear it. Some people are paralyzed right now. People are going to be reopening. They need this information now. Yep, that's me. Your overhead light makes me look sort of heavenly. I am heavenly. Look. Oh. For $7, 12 months. Yep, super value. 100%. 100%. I've recommended to Dawn that she meets you. I would love to meet Dawn. Whenever she's ready, I'd love to meet Dawn and connect with her. Squirrel. Welcome, Dawn, if you are watching this. Needs to jump on and sales skills is what it's at. Learn sales. One of the most important skills in business is sales. The best skill that you can have too, by the way. That's why I'm thankful I've been doing it for 13 years now. My first ever dip into business was insurance contracting, insurance broking, and all we had the cold call. I go at 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning, pick up the newspaper, scroll to the job, like the advertisement section of the newspaper, and just start cold calling people out of the freaking newspaper. And the next thing is I had this big yellow book called the Yellow Pages, and I would just scroll through that to like the contractors section and the builders and all that type of section, the roofers and everything, and I'd just start calling through them all. You know, just calling through it all, crossing, making notes, little paper there, just calling, dialing, speaking to new people continuously every single day, doing that. It was the hard way of doing it. I didn't know that you could use social media for what you use it for today. And I tell you, it's a game changer. Like, we get like anywhere from 10 to 20 leads a day. It's insane. I don't even have to do anything. We've got, thousands in the database we can just call through now. People that know our name. It's freaking great. What other questions do we have? Hone your skills. All access for $7. Yeah, like nobody gives you that. On the whole internet, you pay thousands for that. Set up and learn new skills. Yes, 100%. Or come to the War Room 3-day online. 100%. Come to the War Room. Get it all set up in 3 days. Get it done. Under pressure gets results. 100% it does. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been under pressure. Sometimes no friggin' money in the account. It's happened before, right? Several times. And what happens then? You get more resourceful to be able to make it happen. You know? You just got to do what's necessary. You can choose to have the excuses, and you can choose to have those excuses there as to the reasons why you can't do things, right? Or you can choose to be resourceful and get a different result and do something differently, and then hallelujah, something magical happens and the world aligns because of the actions you've taken, and you manifest it all to happen. Manifestation, the manifestation world. So look, guys, in summary, do what is necessary. Don't be a gunner. You're not gonna do something, turn it into a must and make sure that you freaking well do it. Go back over this video, go over the 30 hours worth of content over the last couple of months, well over 30 hours worth of content on this page, and interviews and different things, different strategies, marketing, all that type of stuff. Join the 300 Mastermind. It's freaking, free for 3 days and $7 a week. It's like less than $11 Australian, and it gives you access to everything that I've done. Right? At the end of the day, people are opening up right now. I'm looking for case studies. The money doesn't matter. It'll come. It's about what you do right now in this period is going to determine where you're going to be at the end of the year. They've said here in Australia, open up is on the 6th of June. So the 6th of June, everything opens up and we're all away. We're firing as per, full steam ahead as per normal now. So What's going to be important now is everyone's on a level playing field, and it's like, who are they going to come to now? Are they going to come to you, or are they going to come to the competition? What are you going to do in this period right now to be able to help people go to a whole new level, so that when you do open up, that you've got a lineup of people all waiting to speak to you, okay? This is the way you do it. You come to the war room for 3 days, you get all your marketing, your sales, and systems, and automations, copy, ads running, everything. You make sales with me on day 3, and you do all of the work necessary there to get a result. Jasmine and Bo Waitley did $7,000 in sales on day 3. Kurt and Danielle both did $15,000 in sales on day 3. Kev, my man Kev, added $100,000 to his business in 3 days. Question is, are you going to do what's necessary in order to get the result? Are you committed enough to get the result? If you are, that's what you do. You come along to the event. You type War Room into the comments. We reach out to you with all the details for that. And if you want to join the 300 Mastermind, you just literally click around this video somewhere that I'll put it, and you can get access to that as well. And remember this, everybody. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day, you must be getting out there, taking action, making it happen, implementing what we're talking about today, and the 30 hours worth of content over the last 60 days that everyone's been in quarantine and everything. Over 30 hours worth of stuff, right? Content, skills, strategy, everything. Pull it all apart. Go through every single little bit of it. Spend an hour or two one weekend and just boom through it all. Check it all out. Take heaps of notes. How can I implement this to my business? And, maybe book in a session with us. And we will help you just put your own system together for all of this. And take away all the information and turn it into implementation. Okay? All of this is right at your fingertips. And remember to be the warrior. I'll speak to you guys really soon. I'll see you Monday, 12 o'clock Perth, Western Australia time. Peace.